seen a lot of posts lately about people need prayer for this and for that, for this and for that. So what I'm trying to say is, why are we need to continue this request for people to pray for your illness, sickness, or your dead one, or your dead loved one, or whatever it might be that you need prayer for, or you're just going through whatever? Why do we continue to ask for prayers when ain't none of these prayers been answered? Huh? Explain that to me. You gotta excuse me right now, I'm driving. Probably won't be looking at the camera as much, but I had to get this off my chest. We asking for prayers, and ain't none of them being answered. Then on top of that, you look around the world, you got people in Africa starving, right? Starving to death. And you got people over here in America just throwing food away. Huh? You got I don't know how many restaurants that's in America, 1 billion restaurants, just a number. There's a lot of them. And we're just tossing food in the trash while people starve. But God is real. You got human sex trafficking at the highest rate ever in this country. Where's God at? Huh? God ain't showing up for none of these people. I mean, mind you, you got people, little kids getting raped in church by pastors. You got women getting raped. You got murders going on everywhere. You got suicide bombers walking in the church, blowing fucking people up. And then you want to sit here and talk about, send me some prayers. Obviously, prayers ain't working. Because I've been praying for world peace for a long time, and it ain't working. That's because Jesus ain't real. The only change that can work is if we do it. We got to change it together. The only God I need is you. The only God you need is me. The only God we need is us. There ain't no God in the sky flying around in these clouds. If you read that Bible and actually studied it and understood what it said, you would understand by now that there ain't no God. This was all man-made. And I'm not, just hammering Christians down. I'm hammering all religion. All of it needs to be done away with. You got 4,200 different religions. But somehow Jesus is the only one true God. When Christians die every day just like every other religion. And I have yet to see Jesus come back. And people, the first thing you're going to say is faith. You got to have faith. Faith is only for somebody, for something that you can believe in without seeing. That's what faith is. That's why it requires faith, because it ain't real. It's a Santa Claus story. That's all it is. To keep you dumbed down, to keep you not understanding what you are. You are God. There ain't nobody making no changes. Ain't nobody coming back to save you but you. But us. If we can't work together, then it ain't gonna be no change. I'm telling you. You generation after generation after generation after generation have passed away waiting on Jesus to show up. My grandmama thought Jesus was coming in her lifetime. And I'm pretty sure her mama thought that Jesus was coming. I got, my family members still, looking for Jesus. He ain't showing up. But he's everywhere all the time. God is good all the time, You say, well, God gave you, God ain't give you nothing. You worked for that. You say you bought a house, you want to thank God for it. Why are you thanking God for it? You was the one going to work. You was the one saving your money. You was the one building your credit. You was the one out here doing this work. God ain't done shit for you. Everything you got it on your own. You got up and made it happen. Why are you giving all this respect and prayers to an invisible God that you can't see, that ain't really telling you nothing? The only way you getting it is you. That's it. Because I was a Christian for what? I don't know how long I was a Christian. I was raised in that. Well, Baptist, Christian, they all the same. I was a Christian for at least 20, 22 years, somewhere around in there. And I have not one time heard God speak to me. But for some odd reason, he wants to speak to all the pastors out there. And then the pastor got to come and give you a message or tell you what God said. No, God is everywhere at all the time, right? He's everywhere. He's all-seeing God. He knows everything. So why in the hell did he got to send you to me to give me a message? Can't he just come right to me? Ain't he right here, right now? According to what the scripture says, God's supposed to be right here, right now with me. That's because we're taking it wrong. God is everywhere. But it's you that is God. There ain't no invisible God. You're not separate from a God in the sky. God is you. Me. And everybody on this planet is God. You keep praying to something that's not real and wonder why ain't nothing happening. My grandmama died from cancer. And we prayed and prayed and prayed. Nothing happened. She still passed away. I thought, asking, you shall receive. What happened to that? Ain't nobody talking about that, though. I'm asking, been asking, was asking, and now I ain't receiving shit. And excuse my language, as a matter of fact. I know there's some younger kids on Facebook or whatever. But it's kind of ridiculous that I watch all these gods walk around here on this planet and not knowing who they are. You are God. There ain't gonna be no changes. If you quit your job today and stop paying all your bills, do you think God gonna come down here and pay your bills for you? You think God gonna take care of you? Test that theory and see what happens. You gonna sit out here in these streets and starve. That's what's gonna happen. But you still want to believe in this God. A grotesque God at that. If you read the Bible, you would know these things. I thought I knew what was going on until I actually started studying, doing my research and understanding what the scripture was trying to tell us. It's all a coded book to wake you up to who you really are. And they've been trying to keep you away from that. You got people out here starving and we throwing food away. And it's sad that you all still give the praise to God and Jesus. And Jesus told you not to do that. But you don't read the Bible to know that. He told you not, and as a matter of fact, you ain't even supposed to be praying in the open. You're supposed to be in the closet praying out of respect for others. But none of these Christians do that. None of them do that. You don't read the book. You don't know that. If you really believe and you follow this God, you would know. You should know these things. You should know not to be doing Christmas and all of that stuff, but you do it anyway. But God said don't do it. Do you know how many different gods there is out here? So what makes Jesus the right God? 4,200 different religions. 4,200 is like 35,000 or something different sects of these religions. So I could go be a Hindu. Am I wrong? Are you going to say I'm wrong because I didn't accept Jesus? What about them? They say they feel stuff too, right? From their God that they believe in. Thor's a God. Krishna's a God. Allah's a God. You know, all these gods out here. But somehow, Jesus is the right one. When ain't none of them real, because ain't none of them showing up. You got little children, innocent kids that don't know anything, out here getting killed. And all you got to do is sit there and say, well, gotta have faith. and praying to God and wondering why God took my baby, because he ain't real. Every major war that we've ever had has been over religion. We got to get rid of it. We got to start evolving. We got to start making sense of what's going on in this world. The world is sick, bad, because you stuck waiting on somebody to come and get you, to come and save you from this world, when you are the one that can change it. Now here's a fun fact for this is facts. We don't deal with no bullcrap. We deal with facts. This is a fact. There's 7 point something billion people on this planet, and to be realistic, it's probably at least 3 billion of these people are grown folks that got jobs. At least, if you took $1 every week from 3 billion people, that's $3 billion a week, and we're up here hollering about debt and waiting on God, and you got homeless folk out here, starving people, when we could just $1 a week could change the world.